Hello everyone, thanks for joining me for today's Lunch and Learn. I'm Keith Armour, the Adult Learning and Literacy Manager. Today we're going to talk about a brand new database, a useful website that the library has for every cardholder, and it's called Weiss Financial Ratings. It goes over investments, banking, insurance, Medigap, financial literacy. We're going to focus on the financial literacy piece. We're going to talk about the consumer guides, financial literacy basics, how to become an investor, and even literacy for financial literacy for teens. And we're going to take a look at all of these free financial planning tools. Let's go ahead and take a look. Well, all right, let's take a look at chpl.org, and we are going to find Weiss Financial Ratings. The way that we're going to go is right here to Research Databases. Click here, and these are by areas of interest, and we're actually going to go right here under Business. And if you scroll all the way down, there's some really great resources here. There's the Cincinnati Business Courier, which has great news and everything that you might need. But we're going to scroll all the way down, and we're going to go to Weiss Financial Ratings. And it says find stock information, Medicare supplement insurance, Medigap options, customize your needs and budget, search for top rated banks and based on hundreds of criteria, and learn more about managing your finances. That's the part that we're going to work on today. We're going to do powerful financial literacy tools. So you click right there, and of course you know that it had a little library card symbol next to it. So that means that you need to have a library card. So if you do not have one, drop by one of our 41 branches or give us a call at 513-369-6900. Would be more than happy to help you get a library card. Because when you would click that Weiss Financial Rating link, you would get another window that would pop up, and you'd need to put in your library card and your information and your PIN. Right up here in the top right hand corner, it says Welcome Cincinnati and Hamilton County Public Library. So that tells you that you are logged in with the library's account. Remember, these databases are just special websites to help you further your understanding of information. And these are very reputable websites that we have that have been checked and double checked to make sure that they're providing the right information for you. And as you can see, you can search all of the information. You can look at the banks, credit unions, insurance, Medigap plans, and we will be doing an upcoming Lunch and Learn on Medigap plans, but not this time. There's different news articles that come up, get help, stocks, mutual funds, exchange traded funds, and then consumer guides. This is what we're going to be looking at right here. So let's go ahead and take a look at consumer guides. I'm going to click there. And you'll notice that there's several different consumer guides here. And this is the spring 2022 edition. They update their things every year. So this is a fairly very up-to-date information. Here is consumer guide for homeowners insurance, automobile insurance, annuities, term life, long-term care, health savings accounts, Medicare supplement insurance, Medicare prescription drug coverage, and elder care choices. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at, let's look at this very first one, automobile insurance. I'm going to click right there, and you'll see it opens up as a PDF. You'll notice right at the top, it's 66 pages. You can, of course, print this. You can download it. You can save it on your computer. And you'll notice that it says spring 2022. So this is very updated information. It's just from last spring. And you'll notice that right here, we're going to scroll right down here to the tables of content. And you can see that it's going to tell you about how and what is usually on an insurance policy for your automobile. It's going to talk about the different types of coverage and the kind of coverage that's required in particular states. Of course, Cincinnati and Hamilton County is in Ohio, but we have customers that are in Kentucky and also in Indiana. So that has you covered as well. There's no fault insurance and all of these other things, especially about how premiums are determined. So this would give you a really good way to go about finding out how to get auto insurance or get a comparison, and here it is, a quote comparison worksheet where you can actually see, and we're going to go directly there, 51, and you can see a comparison of the information. And sometimes it's just a little bit off. There it is. And there's the comparison. So you could have different companies that you're checking, and you can find out how much for all of these essential things that you need to have on a good auto insurance plan. So that's just one consumer guide. Now, if we go back, we could look at some other ones, of course, the homeowners, but those are some really great ways to get some really in-depth information and really understand what all of those things are about before you start spending your money. This one right here is Financial Literacy Basics. If we click here, we'll see another edition of 2022 edition of how to manage debt, how to make and stick to a budget. That is not the easiest thing to do. And then here's buying a car and then understanding auto insurance. Maybe you're doing both at the same time. Renter's insurance is a very important thing. And just reading this book, if you click here, you'll notice this one has 113 pages. And one thing, I'm no longer a renter, but one thing that was really surprising to me about renter's insurance was that it's fairly cheap, but it really does cover all of the materials that are inside of your rented apartment or rented house, where the landlord would have insurance to protect the building, but you need to have renter's insurance for the materials that you have inside the building or inside of the apartment. But here is some great information here. These are all the different parts of this consumer guide as well. I'm going to click back off. And then we have calculating the cost of college and student loans, how to start that 401k to prepare for retirement, and knowing about checking accounts, and of course, understanding health insurance plans. Now, this one is right here. And I will say that when you are getting health insurance plans, this is some general information on this one because everyone's health insurance plans are a little bit different. But this would talk about all of these subjects as well. And this is 88 pages. I'm going to go back and we'll go over here to the planning for the future. And look at this, buying a home, getting married and starting that family, saving for your child's education, retirement planning strategies, insurance strategies and real estate estate planning, and then of course the right to health care and starting career and career advancement, and then protect yourself from identity theft and other scams. Let's click on that one. This one's got 106 pages, and you'll notice right here, this actually has the date 2022/23. So this is a newer, updated version of this. We're going to scroll down here, and there's so many scams out there. So it's going to talk about the types of identity theft, password security, and really you might want to think about a passphrase instead of a password. Credit monitoring services, special forms, what happens if you do have some tax identity theft or even a child identity theft and the impact of that identity theft. But this is a really comprehensive consumer guide for you, 106 pages. And that would be a great place to start and understanding that and not having to worry about too much. After you get all that done, you still have to worry about protecting yourself and your family against different scams. These are some upcoming articles that are just posted, and this says 321 gold is set to skyrocket, 7 lessons for a bear market success, and this was just done this past Tuesday, and you'll see that here is an article about all of those different things and making sure that you stay flexible and you understand the market. We will do another lunch and learn on a lot of the things on Weiss Financial, but I just wanted to make sure that you had an understanding of where to find these great consumer guides, because they also do financial literacy and then planning for the future. You can find them also up here, and you can see, you can scroll down, and here's some free financial planning tools. Oh, before that I do that, I do want to go to Financial Literacy for Teens. If you click here, and these are all the materials that are designed for teens. So these are set up so then they can have a better understanding of those things, especially if they're off to college or preparing for the cost of college. That would be a great thing to do. Or if they're just starting a job and how to manage debt or to stick to a budget. Those are some really good tools for them to look at and kind of digest together as a family. This free financial planning tools, if we click here, you can see there's a lot here, and you can download all of these. The Medicare prescription drug primer, long-term care insurance planner, the worksheet, the auto insurance quote comparison worksheet, and then of course the homeowner's insurance quote comparison sheet too. So you can actually download the file instead of doing, like, let's look at the one that we looked at earlier. See, it's just there. It's not the entire book. All right. So once again, to get to Weiss Financial Rating, you want to go to our website, go to Research Databases, click here, then click on Business, and then at the very, very bottom, you want to click on Weiss Financial Ratings. All right, I'm going to click out and tell you a few more things. All right, that was Weiss Financial Ratings. Don't be confused by the big title. Really check out those consumer guides. There is so many of those consumer guides that you will find very helpful. And then you can learn about investing and then definitely planning for your future. I'll see you next time for another Lunch and Learn. Bye-bye.